everyone, my name is Miss Sara from the Wixom Public Library, and welcome to our instructional video for our Children's Grab and Go Fall Craft Kit. So real quick, we are going to go over what we're making and then what should be in the supply bag that you came and got from the library. Once you are done with your crafts, if you want to email us pictures or tag us on social media, hashtag Wixom Library DIY, we would love to see what you make. Okay. So our crafts are going to be a Hello Fall sign, a scarecrow paper bag puppet, and a candy apple that you can't eat. Okay, so in your kit you should have had a bag with the Hello Fall supplies in it. You should have a piece of paper that has the supplies listed on them so you can check them off. Your scarecrow pieces, so you should have a paper bag. And then you should have a bunch of little pieces of paper, like for its clothing. You should have its hat, hair, nose, eyes, and cheeks. So that's for the scarecrow. And then you're gonna have an already cut out apple and caramel, and then a little bag of glitter and a popsicle stick. And then taped inside your bag, you should have 2 googly eyes that you can rip out and use for your caramel apple. What is not in your bag and what you're going to need to do this is scissors, a black marker, whatever color you want to use. I'm going to use black though. You're going to need glue, so you're definitely going to need liquid glue, but you can also use a glue stick if you have one for certain parts of this, and then tape if you want it as well. I also have a little piece of paper for when I do the glitter on my candy apple so that I can shake it off onto the paper and it doesn't get everywhere. Okay? So let's get started with our crafts. Okay, so our first craft is the Hello Fall sign. So we're not gonna go over how to make this because these are just stickers inside of your bag. The only thing I wanna point out is that there are gonna be 2 white circles in your bag the stickers, you're gonna use these to attach the string to hang your sign. But other than that, you're just peeling and putting stickers on. So, and then there's also a picture of what it should look like in the bag. So we're not gonna go over that one. So let's start with our scarecrow. So your pieces were not cut out, but I did cut mine out just to save some time. So our scarecrow is gonna look like this. So once you cut your pieces out, you're just gonna start assembling. So for this one, I did use a glue stick so that it's not so goopy and getting all over the place. And I started with his outfit. So we have this red kind of sweater or jacket. So we're just gonna put glue all over this. And then make sure your bag the flippy part is on the front, so that where your hand's gonna go. Then we're gonna stick his clothes on. And then this is just kind of like a patch so that for his clothing. So you can put this wherever you want. And you can put it whatever direction you want. It doesn't have to look perfect. There is no perfect for this. So I'm just gonna kind of stick mine kind of in the center, just so it looks like there's a patch on his clothing. And then I like to start with the nose and going up to make sure that I have room for all of my face pieces. So I'm gonna start with his nose, because the hat's kind of big, so you don't want to put it too low. So I'm gonna stick his nose on, and then going from the bottom, again, we're gonna stick his little cheeks on. Just some little blush. And again, this does not have to be perfect. He's a scarecrow, so it doesn't really matter. And sticking his other cheek on. Stick that there. Okay. And then we've got his eyes. So the only thing with these is just make sure that you're putting the glue on the all white side so that you can see the eyes on the front. Otherwise, you're gonna have to draw some eyes on later. Okay, stick on his eye. That's totally fine if you do that by accident. You can just draw your own eyes, but we did have the papers already done. Okay, stick on his eye. Okay, so now he's got a face. He just has no hat or hair yet. So you had 3 pieces of hair that came in your bag. you're going to need to cut them in half into 2. So I'm just going to stack them all up, and they don't have to be perfect because his hair is straw, so it doesn't have to be perfect lengths. I'm just going to cut them. So now we have 6 pieces. Okay, so now that we know where our face is and where you can see where our hat's going to go, we can attach our hair to our hat. So I'm just going to put glue on the little tips of the hair, and I'm just going to start sticking it onto the sides of the hat. So you're going to want to put the hair on before you glue the hat on so that it's underneath the hat. But again, you can do whatever you want because it's going to be your scarecrow. You don't even have to put hair on if you don't want to. Or if you have other paper at home, you can use other colors too. You don't have to use what we gave you. So now he's got one side of hair. Now we're going to do the other side of hair real quick. Okay, so now he's got hair. So what we're going to do is you can see what the hair is going to look like on him. So I'm just going to put a bunch of glue right here at the top. I'm not going to do the hat because then I don't know where it's going to go. So that way we don't get too much glue on. I'm just going to put some glue across the top, and that way wherever the hat hits, it'll stick. So I got the glue. Now I'm just going to stick on his hat. Okay, so we have a full scarecrow, but I have these little details that you do not have to do, but they just kind of add something to him. So I'm going to add a smile because he's a happy scarecrow. Your scarecrow doesn't have to be happy, but I want mine to be happy. And I'm just going to add some little stitching just so he looks kind of like he's on a farm, like he's rustic. Okay, then I'm just going to add, so the patch, to make it look like it was sewn on, I'm just going to add some stitches. So you can add as many as you want or as few as you want. It's just kind of a quick stitch job. So it looks like the patch is attached by thread. And then I'm just going to add some lines up here to make it look like his hat is made of straw. And that's all. Your scarecrow is now ready for you. Well, I'm going to use my dry one. Wait for it to dry. Your scarecrow is now ready to be a friend, and you can make stories up or play with them however you want. Okay, and then for our last craft, we're making a caramel candy apple friend. Okay, I'm going to get out my piece of paper for this one. Okay, so we have our apple, we have our caramel, glitter, and our eyes. So I'm going to start. I'm going to use tape. You can use whatever you want, but I don't want to wait for it to dry. So I'm going to use tape. I'm just going to tape my stick onto the back of my apple. I just don't want to wait for it to dry. But you can definitely use glue if you don't have tape. Next, we're going to put on our caramel. So this is where you will need liquid glue because a glue stick is just not going to cut it with this. So we are going to need some liquid glue, and you are going to need liquid glue for the glitter too. Okay, so we're just going to put our caramel onto our apple. And then before I do the glitter, I'm just going to draw, you can draw whatever kind of face you want, but I kind of want just a goofy face on mine. So he just kind of has like a goofy little smile. And then I'm going to put his eyes on. So you have one big eye and one little eye, just because he's a goofy apple. So one big eye, one little eye. Okay, so now this is the part where you can get creative. You can do whatever you want to do. So you don't even have to use glitter if you don't want. But you can do whatever kind of design you want with your glue. You could do polka dots, you could go all over, you can do whatever. I'm just going to make some stripes, some zigzag stripes. And I'm just going to carefully open my glitter, and I'm just going to sprinkle it over the glue. So you can use all your glitter. You don't have to use any of the glitter. You can use all of it or not, yeah, none of it. It's up to you. But this is why I said to put the paper on here, because once you're done, if you have any left, carefully close your bag back up. And then we're just going to carefully dab, dab, dab the glitter off. And then you can take it outside. Take it outside. Don't do this inside. And you can blow the excess glitter, the extra glitter off of the felt. But do it outside. Do not do this inside. Go outside and blow it off. And then you'll have a candy apple friend. So thank you so much for joining us. Please let us know if you have any questions or if anything was missing from your bag, and definitely share your finished products with us. I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.